do love the U-Wing. It feels like a proper old Star Wars ship from the original trilogy, even though Rogue One came out far more recently. This is a good build, but could have been better. The wings could easily have been made to have a swing function, which would have been welcome. It's not as great a build as the Falcon or the Ghost, but not as weak as the Fang Fighter. This gets a solitary festive point for the white bits. Overall, it's an okay build, but Star Wars has turned out much better. A table with a pizza. Marvel seems to be returning to chucking out dull furniture. The build is basic, the elements are nice, but I'm bored by this. I suppose it could be something like a festive pizza, but it's clearly pepperoni. Marvel really seem to be slipping back into bad habits. Oh well. Another Christmas tree. This is a better tree than the one that stole the win on day 4. The shape of it, the techniques used, the elements are all superior to the earlier tree. My tree was missing the 1x1 cylinder to form the trunk, which wasn't too big of an issue, unless you try and put it on the tree skirt from yesterday, in which it becomes a fairly hilarious issue. The Santa hat on top is really odd. They used a star on day 4, but a tiny trophy figure would have worked on top, or just use a star again. That said, a Christmas tree crowned with a Santa hat is near peak Christmas. While this is a better tree, that first one felt a bit more part of the wizarding world. This is possibly controversial, but I'm knocking points off here, due to this being the second tree Harry Potter has chucked out. I feel a bit conned by that. And Harry, me old China, you don't want to try to f***ing con me, as I'll engage my extensive swearing muscles and verbally tell you a new oh, you specky no parents. Trust me, however much of a nightmarish you think I'll flaps no-nose Voldemort is, he's a newborn puppy compared to me when my ire is up. A microscale sleigh. This is a delightful build, similar to other sleighs from City over the years, but a thoroughly congenial build. Fun techniques, great elements, and if you don't care about scale, a minifig could stand in the sleigh towering over the reindeer. A reindeer pulling a sleigh is about as Christmassy as complaining about what is on TV on Christmas Day, before moaning about how small tins of chocolates are now compared to back in the 80s. I mean, they really were sodding massive, especially compared to the plastic tubs we get now that are victims of shrinkflation. Overall, this is very cheery and very welcome. City win the day. Harry better not start chucking out multiple Christmas trees like as tables, because that's going to backfire me on Mucker. Harry is off the top spot for the first time since day 6. City seems to be hitting a run of form at the right time. It's still anyone's title though.